Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Resident Evil 2. In the last part, I actually can't really remember what happened because that was quite a while ago. But in this part, I'm going to go and explore the other half of the police station. Now, wow, Leon can't go around a friggin' railing. Anyway, this door I actually have had access to for a long time, but I chose not to do it because I would have eventually been roadblocked. And I don't just mean by this group of shambling zombies. And by the way, there's a lot more off-screen that you're not seeing there. Anyway, here's where the paperwork goes for the police. Anyway, from the side of this safe, we can open it up and take these shotgun shells. And take this police map. Or police station map. Now, this would normally not be part of the route, but I'm going to go through this door in order to use some of these herbs. I'm not going to use a lot. I'm only going to use one. And keep the other one for safekeeping. This is simply to minimize any damage, or minimize the effect of any lingering damage I may end up taking. Anyway, I used up what I believe was the diamond key. No, that was actually not the club key, the spade key, I believe. Did I just get it wrong like 3 times in a row? Ah, jeez. Anyway, before we go down the stairs, let's check this pot where get more shotgun shells. Now, down these sets of stairs, which I find this area kind of weird because it looks like a home, and then all of a sudden I'm right into industrialized, I don't know what to call this. Anyway, let's try to not get attacked by doggies, and go into the parking lot. Oh hey, a gunshot fired at us, for once.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Running at full speed.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside.
She never thought to change the stick to neutral.
If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Well, yeah, don't worry. I'm very willing to move this Raccoon City Police Department emergency dial 911 van. And I'm fairly certain there aren't that many E's in emergency. But don't quote me on that. Anyway, there's a herb down there that I was going to use just in case I got hit by one of those doggies. And with the combined power of 2, I can move this car. I'm actually judging by the fact that the wheels are immediately stopping that very likely this car is in park. But then again, we probably wouldn't have been able to move it. Maybe it's just like its handbrake isn't on. And that's just barely enough so that we're not fucked over.
Ada, wait!
Oh boy. Prepare to hear that a lot. Anyway, here is an area full of doggies, which I don't want to go into yet. But over here, there are some jail cells. And some ammo. Usually you don't want criminals near ammo. But anyway, or perhaps maybe you don't need or perhaps you just don't want them around guns. Maybe if they're just playing around with the bullets, it'll be perfectly fine. Anyway, in here is an empty jail cell with some drugs. That's actually quite appropriate. Anyway, that's a blue herb, which we won't need, hopefully, as long as I don't get hit by anything poisonous, because that's what it heals, and a regular green herb, which you know what those do.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
On a very comfortable wooden bed.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he needed to tell us that that manhole would lead to a sewer entrance. Generally, that's what they lead to. Anyway, what I just noticed in that cutscene is that Leon apparently has, like, some kind of weird belt around the upper part of his leg. Like, this is kind of a strange... it doesn't seem to be attached to anything. There's a gray belt attached around the top left part of his... or the top part of his left leg. It's just above a pouch he has on his pants. It's particularly strange because this is like a costume choice generally used to accentuate someone's ass or crotch. Kind of weird for this situation. Anyway, what he also didn't mention is that in order an appropriate tool to open up the manhole is right here in that crowbar. Actually, I believe it's the name they gave it in the English version is manhole opener, even though if you really wanted to, you can use a crowbar for just about anything. In fact, arguably, it's better than any of our... It's probably going to be more useful than any single key we find here, because unless a door is reinforced particularly heavily, it's not going to be very likely to withstand a good crowbarring. So anyway... Now we're into a sewer where there are giant fucking spiders. And am I poisoned? Okay, no, I'm fine. Manipulating enemies to be able to dodge them without having to, say, waste time is a very difficult art in the Resident Evil games. And especially considering how enemies' attacks can be very random. Like, there's a couple of attacks spiders can use. They can do spit attacks, they can do running attacks, where they run at you and then bite you. They can just quickly bite, they can just spit acid, which I think I said already. And, yeah, being able to be prepared for any of those situations can be very, very difficult, especially when the environments are very, very thin, as that sewer rating is. Anyway, we've been collecting a vast array, actually just two. We've been collecting chest-themed spark plugs, and this is what it's for. Transcriptions for the plugs. King plug insertion, rook plug insertion, bishop plug insertion, and knight plug insertion. Here we have a bishop plug insertion. Sorry, we have a bishop plug that we can insert, and there's a king plug we can insert. So anyway, now that we got those offhand, we gotta be able to search for the other ones. But where will we find them?
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
Love that hand motion.
It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
I'm not sure why you would want to go upstairs. I'd imagine it would be more appropriate to say, do you think we could get through? And also, rule of Resident Evil, no one can do pull-ups. And also, no one can jump. But Leon's a white man, so he has an excuse there. Kind of a weird reference to bring up. Anyway, that's going to have to be the last part of Let's Play Resident Evil 2. Join me next time when I get to play as Ada. See you guys then.